Hello everyone, today I am reviewing and installing these awesome solar post cap lights. These are RGB. These are the only one of its kind that I was able to find anywhere, and these are amazing. The construction looks great. I'm going to show you how to install them on vinyl. They are originally made for wood posts, but I'm going to teach you today a couple of ways that you can install them on vinyl fences like this one behind me. And let's get started. I'll put a link to this item on my description of, below as well. Okay, first we're gonna take a look at what the light kit comes with. You get 4 screws, you get some sticky double-sided tape, and you get a base as well as the solar light itself. The solar light does come with a sticker up here. It is easily removable if you use a blow dryer and then peel it off, or you can use a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Either way, you can get that done easily. Now, going on to the light itself, the reason for this base is so that the light attaches to it. And then back here we have the on and off button for the light. You hold it for 3 seconds for the light to turn on. I am outside right now. It does have a light sensor, so it's not gonna work. So you hold it for 3 seconds and then the light comes on and then it starts switching colors. If you want to stop it at a certain color, you just press it once, and let's say it's on green. As it's going through the colors, is on green. If you stop it on, if you press the button on green, it will stay green. If you want it to keep going, you press it again until you see the other color that you like, and then stop it. Or you can just leave them and it will automatically rotate to several colors like blue, green, red, etc. This right here is my post cap. Now there are different sizes that these are made in. Mine is specifically 5 inches. So I'll show you here. You just remove that section. This is how it looks on the inside. And then from here to here, it's about 5 inches. That is not an exact measurement. So we are gonna have to play a little bit with the measurements here. So the first way that I would recommend installing this light, and this is the easiest way, is to basically lay some silicone in this area right here, or a glue. If you are going to use a glue and you want to remove the light later on, either for replacement of any kind or just to change the color, I would put just a couple of dabs of glue in the corners and maybe right here in the centers, not too much. And then all you have to do is come over here and align the light, turn it on first and then align it, let it set, and it should be glued in place. And here's how it looks. Now the negative about this is that once you glue it in place, if you ever want to turn it off for any reason, or you want to change the color, you are going to have to basically use a spatula and pop it off, and you are going to have to glue it again. So it is not a quick removal in that sense. Now this next option, it's a little bit more work, but you are able to remove the light as needed. Now this is how it looks on my 5-inch post. As you can see here, it's pretty flush. So I'm hoping it will look amazing at night. Let me show you the second option. The second option I came up with in order to install these, which is the one I am gonna follow, is to buy a 2x4 piece of treated wood. This cost me about $5 at a local hardware store. And all you have to do is measure the inside of each post. They do vary, so I would recommend that you measure the inside. And then once you cut a piece that fits exactly to the inside, you can push it in there snug and then place this right on the center. Use your screws and then push it down. Since it is going to be snug, it's not going to fall down, but just to be safe, I am going to be using a little bit of Gorilla Glue, and this is the expansion one in case there's any gaps. I don't have to be so accurate with the cutting itself. So I'm going to put some over here on the side and on this side as well. It is not going to touch all 4 sides because it's not a perfect square, but I am going to use it on both sides just so it stays in place a little bit better. And then I'll put the light on the top, press it down to the perfect alignment with the post, and then just let it dry and it should stay there. I'm also going to share what tools I'm going to use. I'm going to use the drill. I'm going to use a saw to cut the wood. This is a square to make cutting the wood easier, and then measuring tape. What I would also do is just place the post from one side and then measure so that you get the exact measure. And I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna place the post like that. I'm gonna make sure that this side right here is touching the inside, and then I'm gonna draw a line right here, and then I'll cut right there on the inside line, maybe outside of the line, so that it actually goes in a little snug. Then I'll show you the final product in a second. Okay, right here you can see that I took my square right where I made that mark. I made a straight line going down, and now I'm gonna cut on the outside of that so that it is a little snug. All right, here's the wood already cut and placed inside. You wanna make sure that you have the same distance from here to here. You can also do this way, whichever way you prefer. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it there, and I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on this side and a little bit of glue on that side. That glue is an expanding glue, so that's gonna help it stay in place once I push it down. Okay, as you may be able to see here, I already put the glue on the sides, and I pushed the piece just to be flush with the top of the vinyl fence, so that now I can place this mount up here. Now I wanna make sure that the mount is the same distance from the sides on each side and top and bottom. And then I'm not gonna worry about the distance up and down now, because once I put the screws in here, I'm gonna put the light on the top and push the light so that it is flush with this section right here. And then the glue is gonna set exactly where it needs to, so that in the future I can remove the light up and down and everything is flush. So let's go to that step. Alrighty, as you can see here, I have now placed all 4 screws on the top. You technically only need 1 and 2 here, and that, or 1 and 2 here, and that should be enough, but I put 4 because why not? Now we take this piece. Don't forget to turn on your light. You hold it for 3 seconds. You can also, if you do it this way, you can also do so at night. If you do it during the day, you following the other step, you want to make sure you do it on a dark place inside the house to make sure that all the lights are turned on, and then bring it out and then glue it on the sides, just to make sure you don't forget to turn them on. So now that we have this piece installed, make sure there is no glue on the top, so that when you install this piece, it doesn't stay there forever. Again, I don't have that completely flush because I want this light to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and lower the light now and make sure that it's flush, just like that. And this is the final product. Another way you could do it is you can bring this piece out, make sure that it's nice and tight in there, in this hole. Make sure this goes right here nice and flat, and then insert the whole piece down. That way it's even more secure. But as you can see here, it automatically aligned the sides perfectly, so that when I come back and place it over the top again, it sits flat. Let me see. And then as you can see here, it's not completely set yet, so it is a little bit off to the side. So the nice thing about this is I can just push it now and align the wood so that everything is like perfectly even. Alrighty, so now I just got to do the rest of these. Should take me about 5 minutes. It really didn't take long at all. And I'll come back at night and I'll show you how it looks once completed. I will say that a lot of the other kind of lights that are sold are not a true white, or they're like a weird super bright white. This matches really good with the fence. It matches really good. I'm gonna step back here, let you see that. Show you this angle as well. The solar panel is really large as well, so I really like that. A lot of the lights only have like maybe 4 of these cells, so this takes up the whole space. It is a nice slick plastic. Looks very durable. Alrighty, next time you see this, it should be nighttime. Okay, we're back and I lied. It is not nighttime yet. I do apologize for that, but I did want to share a couple more tips that I learned as I did more of these. And it is that it is a lot easier just to do it outside. All you have to do is make sure that this and this sides are even. which is the top and down. The sides, as you can see here, don't matter too much because I can move it left and right on my post. That may vary with your specific post. With that in mind, my post is a 5-inch post, and the magic number for me was cutting the pistol wood at 4.75 inches. So 4 3/4 was the length at which I cut it. The size, again, the size I can move it left to right, but make sure the up and down, once you place it in here, the up and down, that is even on the top and the down. And you want to do this on top of the table. It will be a lot easier than inside the post itself. Just wanted to share that, and I'll come back if I have any more tips. If not, it'll be nighttime. Okay, so I'm back again. I know, I'm sorry. I did want to show you how it looks after that expanding Gorilla Glue has cured. So you can see there, it becomes kind of like a foam. I'll show you as best as I can here. There you go. And then as you can see, that is very sturdy. And it's not going anywhere. Now I can place my light on top. Already got all these done. Just got to put some Gorilla on some of them. And then I'll show you another view daytime of all of them installed. And then I'll show you the nighttime. One other quick observation I wanted to make as I'm removing the sticker here is that when I first got the lights, I tried to remove the sticker inside the AC and there wasn't residue, but I've actually had the lights out here in the sun getting a little warm for about 15 minutes or so. So I started removing it and I noticed that it's not leaving any residue behind. So make sure you do this outside, or again, like I said earlier, heat up the sticker a little bit. And also when you remove it, instead of pulling it up, make sure you pull it flat like this. And I'm doing this with one finger, but I want to show you how much more effective it is when you just remove it here against the grain itself, like right down the line. And then you can see you left a little piece there. So what I do is I take the same sticker, go up and down, and as you can see, that little piece was gone. I'll still probably come back and just put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on the top, or just a little bit of water and soap, and it should take care of any additional residue from this or the actual glue that I've been using. All right, so here's a view of the final product with the lights completely installed. On the vinyl 5-inch fence. Did the whole thing out here in the sun. Took me about an hour. And I only spent $5 for the treated 2x4 floor contact rated piece of wood, and the bottle of glue, which is like $2 or $3 if you get the small one. I got the big one, but you don't need that much. Give you a close up here. This is not anything there, it's just a reflection of the light. It looks so good. Matches the white fence just perfect. All right, it is finally nighttime and we can see the result of the light installation. And here you can see, here's the white one first of all. Here's how it looks on white. So it does cycle through the white light as well. You can see here. And I just set them to flicker for the moment, but eventually in the future I might just select any specific color that I want, or just set them as white so that they all look the same. But right now I have them as a rotating through all the light functions. They do rotate separately. They don't all blink at the same time. It will be really hard to basically set them at the same time, and depending on how long the battery lasts through the night, then they'll probably come out of sync. However, you can set a specific color, and then from that point on, that one color would come up all the time. So as you can see here, they're very bright. They look amazing. I'll show you here. Actually, did not clean these yet. So they have a little bit of the glue I was working with and fingerprints on them, but I'll come back and clean them up later. Show you all sides so you get an idea of how it looks right here. Even from the top, you can see them. And again, this is the work we did earlier today. I hope you like this installation video. I'm gonna put a link to these lights on the description below. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.